Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Professor Lego and you're on the Step Next channel. Today on Professor Lego, we are going to build Legos using this classic Lego brick. And this classic Lego brick you find at a local Target or on Amazon for about $12 to $15. Pretty cheap considering that it has a whole bunch of different pieces that let you build a whole kinds of different things. This set contains 221 individual pieces and it comes with a whole set of different types and colors. It has a whole variety of different colors between white, purples, reds, blues, greens, and also different pieces. It has wheels. With this box, the instructions include things that you could build like a lighthouse, or maybe even a car, or a cow, or even an airplane. It has wheels and a whole bunch of other blocks that you can mix and match and be able to build anything that you ever wanted. Today's mission is to use this $15 set of Legos and build anything possible. We're going to first start with the items that are included on the instruction manual and on the cover of the box. And then from there, we're going to come back next episode and we will do anything that we want, including any suggestions from you. So if you want to see us build anything out of Legos, including an Eiffel Tower, or maybe a computer, or a tractor trailer truck, or maybe a piece of artwork, maybe a Mario minifig, maybe a crayon, maybe a pencil, anything that you can imagine, I will give it a try and I will build it. So get your parents' permission to write on the YouTube channel and give us suggestions of what we should be building. Anything is possible. Well, hello everybody, and this is the classic box. It's got 221 pieces. And I am Professor Lego, and we're going to crack into this box and we're going to build 1 through 10 of the instruction items. So if there is 10 instructions in here, we'll build all 10. If there's less, we will go ahead and build some of the objects that are on the box itself. So let's take a look at all the things that we possibly can make. As you can see here, we have a car, a pencil, looks like an eraser. We can build a lighthouse, a storefront or a shop front, an airplane, a sheep, a wild crazy creature, and a cow eating some grass. So we're going to crack into this. We're going to open it right now using these scissors. Kids, get your parents' permission to use the scissors or have them open up the box for you. Okay, so I'll take the top off, put it over here. Let's see what's in here. So we got bag 1. Some would call this the girly color bag, but I think it's just the the pink and purple bag. That's what I call it. Here we go. We got the grass and the green and blue bag. It's a little bit of purple in there as well. And we got the white, black, and brown bag. That's kind of cool. And we have an instruction manual. So let's see what we have here. We have a couple sets here of instructions. Oh, there's some extra ideas over here. Oh, we could go online and get more ideas. That's kind of cool. So we'll go ahead and start building. So it looks like they have all the objects on the cover of the box. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 objects. So we'll build those objects and we'll count this as 2. 1, 2. That would be 8. We'll count a couple as 2, but we'll go ahead and build all these sets right now. Okay, we put the box aside. Let's open up all the pieces, shall we? Love that noise, that sound that these bags make. Put these out here so everybody can see them. And there's some wheels. We see the wheels and propellers. That's kind of cool. The best thing about this box is not only do they have all kinds of different shapes, but they have all different kinds of colors as well. For only $15 to $20, you're getting a set that you can build basically everything with. And that's kind of what the point of this is to show you guys that you can build anything you possibly want out of something that only costs about $15. Okay, so we'll open up the instruction book and let's see what is up first. Oh, it's the little sheepy and the little hay grass, if you will. So we'll count this as the first two and we'll start building it. Let's lay out what items we need first. I like to push my stuff aside here and kind of wiggle it out so I can see everything I need. So it looks like we need a white 2x4 plate. We need a 2x1 block. And we need one of these funky rounded off pieces. Let's see. Let's see here. There it is. Right when I thought I couldn't find it, I found it. So then we need some black pieces. So we have this. And these little teeth, if you will. I call them teeth because they've been used as teeth or fingernails before. Now what I should have done is I should have kept each one of the bags separate because it looks like all this stuff is in the same bag. The black and white bag, that is. Oh, the eyes are on crooked. Straighten those out. There we go. And we need two of these 2x1 blocks. So we get 2x1 blocks and then we're going to put those underneath. And now we have made a sheepy. Isn't he cute? Or she. Could be a she. Isn't she cute? Okay, so that's our first creation. Number one, complete. So now we're going to build a little what do you call this? A piece of grass, if you will, or maybe you want to call it a weed, or maybe it's a corn husk. But anyways, you're going to start with these are all the pieces that you need right here. And we're going to start with a 2x2 plate. Add a 1x cylinder. And we're going to add the plant piece on top, then the flower piece, the yellow flower piece, and then a little brown single knob. So there is the weed or the sunflower. I would say that looks like a pretty good sunflower. What do you think? So see if the camera can adjust there, but it's pretty cool. And like I said, you know, it starts from the bottom and then these look like the leaves of the flower, and then the middle of the flower, and then these are the seeds of the flower. If you were building a sunflower, I'd build something similar to this. I might bend it over so that the flower is more this way. But for something pretty simple to build, this is the easy way to build a weed or a flower. Pretty nice. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next design we're going to build looks like the storefront. So that's a pretty big build. So let's get this out. And then we need a 2x1 purple block. Then a 2x4 purple block. Then we got little tan pieces for them. One's gonna go here, one there, right in front of that purple block. I need one more. Let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. Okay. Then we're gonna cover it up with two 2x3 plates. Put those on like benches, if you will. Then we need to build up the wall, the purple wall, a little higher. So we got a 2x4 brick and a 2x1 brick. Then we have, looks like some of the boxing of the produce. Looks like that's going to go here and right here. So it looks like you could put some produce inside that box there. It's not 100%. You know, if I had, you know, berries or something like that, they could fall out of the sides pretty easy. But it looks like that's what we can use as of right now with what we have. And that's the thing, is what you have, utilize it to the best as you can. So the next step, we got to build up the side of the window, and we're going to use one of these dark pink blocks and then two of these bubblegum color bricks. Then a window, and the window pane needs to go inside here. So these are always a little tricky. I always double check where they're trying to tell us. They're trying to tell us to hang it from the top of the window, like that. See? That way it can open up and none of the rain comes in. It's kind of nice that way. We're going to put it down like that. And it looks like we have another flower. Another sunflower, to be specific. Just not as tall, it looks like. So the sunflower will go there. Looks like, I guess they're selling sunflowers. And then we have some other flowers in front. The way we're going to build that is we're going to take two of these round rods. I'm just going to put them here for now so you can watch me build. And then, what do you call these little pieces? I call them flower knobs, if you will. Okay, so there's a green one, and then on top of the green one, you put a pink one or a purple one, or whatever color that you have. For this box, it comes with these light purple, so you can utilize those. But if you're building this with your own set, you could just you replace that with any color. Doesn't need to be the light purple. And matter of fact, another way you could do it is just put the flower directly on top. It looks okay that way. It doesn't look as good as if you put it on top of the green, because the green looks like it's petals. Now what I like to do most of the time is mix it up too, so that the petals of the flower and the petals, or the leaves of the flower, overlap. Or not overlap, that they don't overlap. So then I put it down like that. So I got a little bit of, you know, it doesn't look all the same. And I kind of like it that way. Mixing it up so that they're not all the same it adds a lot of texture to your Lego designs. So now we're building the door, and they're saying to do it this way, so that it opens up like that. And then they are using a little yellow knob or dot, and I typically use a black dot. You don't normally see yellow on a glass door. It's normally black or gray. But in this case, we're going to use yellow. And you could use any design that you want. Now we're going to build up the right-hand side of this doorway. So in order to start, we're going to use similar colors as over on the left side. And you can see here we have purple, purple, dark pink, light pink, light pink. So we're going to follow that same pattern. Dark purple, 1, 2. I got the light pink, and where's the dark pink? Dark pink, and then 2 light pinks. And now we're going to go one step higher than the left side, and we're going to put the left side's also going to get another left or another pink. You look at the time real quick. Hold on. Okay, let's continue on. So next we're going to build up the roof back here. But first we have to build the building up. So now we got a 1x3 brick and a 1x2 brick. And again, you can use any color. We're just utilizing the colors that they have here. Now this is a unique brick that you're going to need. This is a 1x1 block, but it has the one side has the top here. And we're going to need a purple 1x4 to put there to follow the directions. And now we're building the awning. If you don't know what an awning is basically a piece of fabric like a tent that they have on the front of stores. And it's there just to protect things from the rain and the environment. So now that awning covers up some of the produce, and so that way the sun or the rain doesn't get on the produce. And that's kind of nice. And you can walk under the awning, or if it's raining, you can hide underneath the awning from the rain. I've been stuck in the rain before, and I look for awnings to hide under. Next, we're going to put up a flag. Let me see if I can find the rod. Looks like the rod is not missing. I want to say missing. I don't see the rod. Let's see. Well, like I always do, I come back to it. No, found it. As soon as I try to give up, I always find it. So now there's 2 ways to put a flag on a rod. You can push it down, but I tend to find that breaks these little tabs a lot, especially the older versions. So I like to kind of slide it into place by holding the outside edges. But not always can be done that way. So just be careful with those because these break very easily. And I've actually had to buy replacement flags in the past. Red ones, yellow, white ones, all kinds of different ones. So we got the flag there, and I don't like to point it straight down. I like to have it at some sort of angle so it looks like it's breezing in the wind. Okay. Next up, 2x2 block. We're going to build up some of the roof line here. And we need a 2x4 block as well. And we're going to put those there. And then we have the slope pieces. Okay. So we're going to put those slope pieces on either side. Now this roof kind of covers up the awning, but that's okay. You can do it any way you want. If you want to change that up and do it differently, you can. We need 2 more of those slope pieces. And then another 2x4 block. Now this is typical roof building. You have the slope pieces coming outwards, meaning not flush against the wall. And let me show you what the difference looks like. If you build it like this, it looks good from the front, but there's no depth to your design. So to make your design a little bit better, you can pull that roof line out a little bit. And I'll give you another tip. What if we put the door one further back? See, now it's a little more complex. So now there's a little walk, little pillar there, and then the glass isn't all lined up. So now it breaks up the flatness of that storefront, and now it's a lot more three-dimensional. I like that. It gives a little more three-dimensionalness to the design, and I'm actually going to keep that in the design. Okay. So now we can put the last slant pieces. Now, in this case, we have these extended angle pieces. The extended angle pieces now covers up 3 bricks, or 3 brick wide. 3 block wide? 3 brick wide? No, 3 block wide. Brick wide? I don't know. Covers up a dimension of 3. And if you don't have these, you could get more of these and just keep going up higher and higher until it meets at the top. Okay, but in this case, they have that. Are we done? Okay, it looks like we got to build some carrots. And the way this is designed for carrots is you take 2 cone shapes, one orange, one green, and put them together and you have a carrot. And we need to build 2 of them. We have 1, and now we'll build the second one. So we put the carrots in there, and that looks real good and tasty, and you want to come up to this market and buy some flowers and carrots. Okay, so there is the shop. I'll move this aside a little bit. Okay, the next design that we're going to build is the airplane. So we're going to start the airplane with a 2x3 plate. We're going to add a 2x6 plate right on top. So it looks like that. Then we're going to take another 2x6 plate, put that underneath. You can see how that looks. Then we're going to take, if I can find it here real quick, we need one of these. Need this. Need this. Need this. Where's the 2x1 plate? Oh, there it is. So the next step is you take a 1x2 plate, white, a 1x2 plate, light blue, then a 2x4 brick, like that. Then we have I forget what these are called. I'll just call it I like to call them earpieces because it bends over to the side. And then a underslope piece. Okay, so then that's the back of the airplane, like that. You can see how it's shaping up already. So then, let's get some of these pieces. And one of these. And one of these. Okay. So now we put the windshield on the airplane like that. We're going to put the sides right like that. Slope piece on the back. And it looks like a tail piece right here. And then the top wing, we're going to cover all that up with a 2x10 plate. 2x10 plate right across the top. Okay, we're going to flip it upside down. We're going to take these. Now these can be utilized for axles. You can put like this, and you can put wheels on them, right? You can use those to build up some wheels. Or in this case, we're going to put propellers on them. So they're going to go on the underside of the wing. One here and one here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to put these propellers right here. I'm going to skip a step, put the propellers on because I think that's a cool step. So I'm just going to jump right to it. So you can see here, we got the airplane working. The propellers at least. Now the next step is to build up some wheels underneath. So we got one set of wheels go on the bottom. Here's the second set. I'm going to put that opposite. And the third set. Let me put that up front. Now, this design has 1, 2, 3 wheels, and that way it can stand up correctly. If I take off the front set of wheels, no good, dragging the front. If I take off on one of these, oops, if I take off one of these wheels on the bottom, it drags that bottom corner. So you need at least 3 wheels for a plane design. For a car design, you want to have more. You want to have 4 wheels, but this tricycle style design can be utilized for an airplane. And I've actually seen some that switch this up, and I might switch this up. Let's see. Let's see if it looks better switched up. So we can do this here, and then I like to go right like that. So now it's kind of angled up. Yeah, and I like this better. Matter of fact, it might be better looking like that. I like that. And then that way, because we don't add that other plate, it angles back a little more. So now I like that a little bit better. And so now we call those tail draggers. So you land and then the tail itself drags against the, kind of drags against the bottom of the main part of the airplane. So I like that a little better. I'd like to have some plates on top of this, but this is okay. This works for now. Okay, so there's our airplane. A little modified. Oh, wait a minute. There's another step. There's a cone on the front of the airplane. And we're going to also use one of these black knobs. There we go. There we go. Now I might switch this back around. Let's see what this looks like now. I need to build it up. Bring back that plate I took off. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, I see how that works now. The narrowing of the cone leads me to think that you only need these, you need that one set of wheels up front. Okay, so we got our airplane. Oh, wait a minute. One more step. I've totally not reading through all the directions. So we got a tail fin as well. Okay, next we have a pencil and eraser. So let's get all the pieces for that. We need 6 of these round 2x2 blocks. We need a couple of these. And we need a cone and a small cone. And we need one of these reds for the eraser bit. So and then we're going to start by using a 2x2 round plate. And we're going to take that and just stack up all 6 of these 2x2 yellow round bricks until we get to the end. Then at the end we'll put the white cone, and that kind of looks like the inside wood piece, and it's got that yellow cover. And then here's the lead, which is a small cone. And then for the eraser, we'll use a red rounded off piece. So there you go, you have a pencil. Can't stand up though, because it's all rounded off on the bottom, which I kind of like, because how many people can stand up a pencil? Not very many. So we have that. Now let's build the eraser, which is very simple. You have a 2x4 block, and then you use these guys, 2 of those, to round it off. So now you have an eraser that's been rounded off already. It's been used. This side's all fresh, but this side's been rounded off. So you can write with your pencil and then erase it with your eraser. How about that? Pretty cool stuff. Let's move on to the next. Oh no, they don't have the others? They don't have the other instructions. Hold on, let me look at this one more time. No, they do not. So let's build up what we can of the designs on the wall or on the side of the box. So we'll build up the car next. Okay, so we want these, and we'll have to get the wheels, and we're going to build as we go because the instructions are not included. So we're going to build this up freehand, if you will. So let's get all 4 wheels. Okay, so we get all 4 wheels. And then we'll use these black 2x2 plates as axles. So then we're going to go like that, that, and that. Now, most of the times they tell you to put the wheels on last. I like to put them on when I need to. Okay. This is definitely in the middle. We're going to go piece by piece, and I'm going to figure out how to build this correctly. This is going to be the windshield. We're going to use these as the front of the vehicle. This is going to be behind the windshield. See how I'm working this out? We need this. This is going to be the base of the back wing. And these will be on top of the back wing, like so. Now I'm just going based on the look of the design, okay? You can use my instructions on how to get there, or you can do it by figuring out yourself by just looking at the picture. But I think we'll get this all figured out. I think this is the base plate. I could be wrong. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's take a look here. This is going to be in the front, underneath here. We're going to use one of these dark red as the bottom of the mid part of the body, like that, like that. And we're going to use a 2x2 block for the back part of the body of the car, and we're going to put the wing on top of there. So you can see here we're almost there. You can see it matches up very well already. So then I'm going to put this in the middle, like so. Maybe put this underneath and this underneath. Okay. And then one of these brownish dark red pieces. And now we have a car. Now it looks like there's an underplate. Probably this one. Let's see what happens when we put this on. Will this have too much underneath the tires? Nope. Looks like it's okay. It's a little tight. Looks like the clearance between the tires and the underside of the car is a little tight now. But to be a little stronger, you can add this underplate, or you can take the underplate off and it'll be a little faster. Less strong though. It might fall apart as it's running, but that's what it is. Sure looks like that is the design of the car that there is for us to intend to build. And now we have a car. What's next? Let's try to tackle the cow. So the cow pieces, we need the tans and the browns of the set. A little bit of the blacks as well. Not sure, but we're gonna give all these pieces a try. Let's see, what else? Light green, and these are the pieces of grass that we'll use. Boom, boom. And some eyeballs. There we go. And that also means that we need something to put the eyeballs onto. There we go. So here's all the brown and tans, and let's figure this out together. So it looks like Looks like there's a long plate across the middle of the cow and another one above the feet. Oh, look, there's little udders underneath too. Let's get the little udder knobs. Okay, so let's start by doing the feet and building up from the feet maybe. So we'll start with that. A 2x1 plate and a 2x1 brick in different colors. Then we're going to use a 2x4 plate across. And then we are going to take a 1x2 brick, 1x2 underslant brick, and a 2x2 brick, then a 2x6, it looks like, plate. Is that going to be long enough? Yeah, it looks like that's what it's intended. And then we have another slant for the mouth of the cow. And it looks like, let's see here, we're going to use the 1x1s with the extra knob on top, and then we'll put the eyeballs like so. And now this is going to be a mad cow. And how I'm going to do mad cow is these eyeballs are going to look in different directions. So this one's looking up and that one's looking down. It's a little funnier. I like to add a little humor to my designs. So we have that. It's his back like that, like this. And then we need a little brown piece here to cover up his head. And then to add hair, they're using a little black for its mane, if you will. Cow's mane. And a little design like this for its ears. So it looks like it has ears. That's kind of fun. And there's the grass underneath that it can eat. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. So we'll put the cow. Oh, wait, I forgot the udders. So we got to put the udders underneath. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we have our little cow. The next is the lighthouse. And I like the fact that all these designs, I've yet to take something apart in order to build the next design. That's really cool. So we're going to start with this round piece that was in the box. We're going to add this right here. Now this is a little more complicated than the other designs that we did freehand. And it's definitely going to be a little more trickier doing this one freehand. Okay, so we have the docks, and the docks use this 1x2 fence post or fence style brick, and then that goes underneath. So it looks like two individual logs are holding up the bridge. Now it looks like that's going to go there. So that means underneath it needs a little more foundation to hold that up. But I don't know what those pieces are because I can't see them in the design yet. Let's take a close look. So we know that that green piece is there and the other green piece is out back and the little green piece is on the side. And the deck goes up front underneath, right in front of the doorway, but I'm not sure as to what holds it up. It's got to be 2x1 plates, probably two of them underneath. But for now, let's keep that to the side and build up more of the lighthouse and find out what pieces we're going to use for the lighthouse so we can find out what pieces are left to support that dock. So, door done. Gonna add that door right there. And let's see here. We need all the reds and all the whites now, it looks like. We got some whites. We got some windows. Looks like we're going to use this for the back wall. This is going to be for the tower piece. And I like to design something. I like to design what I can see first and then figure out what bricks I have left afterwards. So let's put this together. So it's 1 white, 1 red, 1 white. That's a 2 by 2-ish curve piece. So I need 4 of those. Let's build those up, and we'll put them on the side once we build them up, like so. Yep, another one of these. Now these are sandwiched in between 2 4x4 red plates. So the cone, the rounded shape of the lighthouse is set up just by doing that. It's all rounded off. It's very nice. And then on top, there's a fencing. Hold on one second. Can you guys not do that while I'm filming? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so we have this rounded part of the lighthouse all complete, and then we have to build the light on top as well. We need one of these and one of these. These are 2 by 2 rounds. This one's more of like a gear style, and this one's a clear yellow. And then we're going to put those there. And then put the top on. Let's see if the top goes straight on or if we need a little nub or knob in order to put that on there. Looks like we need a knob. It's a little tricky to do that, but you wanted to put the knob directly in the middle, and then you can put the symbol on top. Now it looks like there might be a rotating piece on top there. So we're going to put that there, this on top like that, and then you can see this spins around. Just like a lighthouse has its light spin around, you can spin this around and have the light shine in different directions. That's kind of cool. So that's the top of the lighthouse. We got to now go back to the bottom of the lighthouse where we left off. So let's see what pieces we have left. So we have this piece back here. We can use that for the back side. One there, one there. And then we use this arch to cover up the doorway. Now, I know what you're saying. Hey, wait a minute, you don't have the bottom piece here. Yeah, I don't. So I'm wondering what I need for that. Maybe this piece right here can be utilized. So let's do that, like so. That works. Still need to support this up, but that's okay. So now let's put the windows on and use this arch for the back side. Pretty neat. So now we got red and white all the way across. And now I think I can put the top of the lighthouse on, like so. And then let's see what we got left. I got one of these pieces. That's not big enough. Another flat plate there. Here, let's put it aside and let's see what else we can make. Let's keep going. So now we have the boat that sits that sails, the sailboat that sails up close to the lighthouse. So we're going to take 2 of these slanted pieces, and we're going to take a 2 by 4 plate, put that on top, like so. Then we're going to take these tall mask-looking white pieces, and we're going to switch them up like that. And now it looks like a sailboat. Very cool little sailboat that's trying to sail up towards the lighthouse. So what do we have left? It doesn't look like we have a plate left. And we have a lot of these orange and yellow pieces, but that's not going to be helpful. So why don't we take these two knobs and put those underneath like this to make up the difference. Voila. Now that might not be per the design that's on the website, but that's my version of the design that's in the picture. I think it looks pretty close. What do you think? I think it looks like the intended design. Now the underside might be different, but it looks like the intended design. So there, let's count up how many we have. Now I'm going to count these as 2 and also these as 2, but let's see what we have. We have 1, the sunflower, 2, the sheep, 3, the shop, 4, the airplane, and like I showed you, you can make multiple versions of that. 5, the pencil, 6, the eraser, 7, the race car, 8, the cow, yum 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 yum, 9, the lighthouse, and 10, the sailboat. There you go. There's 10 designs that you can make using just this one box. And mind you, we even have a couple pieces left over. And also, just as a reminder, it also comes with a brick breaker. So this is a really great set, and you can use this to then build anything else that you possibly want, including what we're going to build in the next episode by utilizing just pieces from this box. So if there's any suggestions on something you would want us to build, let me know in the comments below, and we will give that a try. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye-bye. Now, wasn't that fun? We used our Lego kit. We built all those different designs. I'm glad that you were here to watch, and please like us and subscribe so that the next set of things that we build, you will be able to see. And if you want to give us any suggestions, just write down anything within the comment section as to what you want us to build, and that is what I will build for you, the audience. This is going to be an interactive set between what you suggest and what we build and what materials we use to build it with. If you want a Eiffel Tower out of dominoes, we will give it a try. If you want a paper constructed air balloon, we'll give that a try. Whatever you suggest, we'll give it a try right here on the Professor Lego Show. Thanks everybody for joining in, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.